Doing? Oh, I'm playing with my settings. Oh, ignore me. I'm pressing the wrong button. I'm trying to set it to day, not play with the channel. Right. Daytime. So we can build this. Right, what we've got to do, we've got to make this little box thing here to these coordinates. So, made it easier. We're going to use a grey stain. You can use anything you want to calculate. I'm just using this just to make it easy. So we're going to start off with 1. And then we're going to go in by 3. And then out by 1. And then in by 3. And then out by 1. And in by 3. And out by 1. This is 21, by the way. And then in, out, and circle back. So that's 21. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 5 threes. And then all the ones on the edges. Pretty easy so far. There you go. This is edge 1, 2, 3. And then you got 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. It's literally the same all the way around. That side is exactly the same as that side, so all you need is the same threes, ones, all the way around it. That's why I'm just rushing over it really, because it's so easy. You could do it in your sleep probably. Yep. Right. So we just fill in all these blanks now. So it's 21 by 21, and you will notice if you've been watching all the other tutorials, we're going to do something pretty much similar to something in a minute. This is where you go if you haven't paid your fine or something, or you rob somebody's chicken or something ridiculous like that. So we are doing something similar to this here. I just want to tell you that now. Get out of the way. Right. So we're pinpointing all these. And they're going to go up to about a 5, I think it was on that one. All we're doing is copying the side. We're not actually copying anything else in this build, just the side. So literally 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So we've already got 2 layers in. This would be the 3rd layer. 4th layer. And then we're going to go for the 5th layer. Like that. And you want to do that literally all the way around. So there we go. On the 3rd layer, 4th layer. Moving on to the 5th layer. Moving up again, come on, down again, up, down, up, down. And to 3, 4, 5, and then we do the other side. Oh god, it's so exactly the same all the way around. Yes, it's absolutely the same all the way around. Exactly the same all the way around. Yep. What we're going to do, well, I'm going to build it layer by layer to make it easy for you guys, so you don't get confused. So we go with some cobble now. Now one of these obviously going to be the entrance into the actual building. So we have to look for the center point. So we've got one either side and we've got the one in the middle. So this is our center point. So we'll just leave that one empty for now. We're not going to need it on every side, probably a back door. So we'll do it on the back and not the actual sides of it. So that'll be the center point there. So we'll just take that block out. And there you go. It's going to be about a 3 in the middle, so we just take this up 2, 3, 4, 5 like that, and then that's going to be our middle point. We've gone over a little bit there, don't worry about that. Oops, a daisy. We are allowed to make mistakes, so don't worry. To be honest, a quick way, if you want to do a quick way of doing it, is just go all the way around like that. I mean, you're going to have to do some chopping afterwards. But if you go all the way around like this, this is just to make it easier for you guys. and then you drop down. That could be possibly a bit easier for you. And probably faster. You don't have to do that, you could just keep going round and round and round in the pretty little numbers. I mean, I'm going to go around and take out all them non-needed blocks, should I say, what we don't need. It depends if you're a slow builder or you're a fast builder. In a short build, I mean, you can sort of take your time with it, or you can go fast with it, or you can build it in somebody else's world and stuff. Take credit for the build, yeah, why not? But obviously give me a little shout out as well, because that helps. And liking the video. Yes, the videos are cool. Likes are good. Subs are even better. So if you'd like to share the thank you, then just sub. That's good. Yeah, good way of saying thank you. I like that. Right, so we're just going to trim these off now. It's like a good pastry in it. We're just going to trim the edge of the pastry. So there we go. You can see that bit there. We don't need that bit there. Trimming the pastry. There you go. So that's that's what you're looking at now. And as you've seen, we did with the churchy bit, we're only copying the one part of this, but remember, 1, 2, 3. We're going to count it up by 3. Now this is going to get complicated a little bit, but don't worry, I'm on hand to help. You're not going to do the corners, because if you do the corners you're going to confuse yourself. So these are going up by 3. That's the second one we popped in now. Now we're coming to these parts. As I said, we're not going to touch the ones. These are coming up by 3 as well. Due to the fact is we're not going to have enough room to fit in the actual corners, we're not putting the corners in. So that's exactly the same all the way around. There's just a freeze and just keep stacking them up on the stairs. So let's just chat about stuff while we're waiting to get this done. So we're going to do this all the way around. We're not going to do the corners, we're leaving the corners, remember that. Don't do the corners. Like that, like so, like etc, etc. I've noticed a lot of my old friends I used to play with are all tubers now. I mean, I'm pretty proud of that. Well done to you guys. I've been checking out some of your channels and it's been like good stuff. See, we all have to start somewhere, and you'll probably understand, because you see that they used to come into my channels and they used to like be part of my broadcasts and stuff, and that was pretty cool. But obviously a lot of them are like moved on now and want to do their own sort of stuff. But they'll probably see how hard it actually is, because I chatted before, but this and that, they didn't have to know you have to sort of watch your channel and you make sure the volume's fine and stuff, and make sure it's edited properly and it looks presentable and it looks great, so it looks like a great job. Because obviously I don't do a lot of editing, I don't do editing, and I don't do music, because why spoil it? We need the raw product. You want it realistic. It's realistic. I'm not cutting anything out of these. If I say something wrong now, or can't pronounce something, or misplace a block, then that's real. It's happened there and then. It's real. Right, so we're at this point now. So you've got this sort of weird looking sort of shape of a building. We're only copying the one part of this actual churchy building bit. So on that last thing, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So all these have got to go up by 4. And you'll see a lot of them will interlock with each other in a minute. There you go, so we got the first one down, so that's 1. This is the second one, so this is level number 2. Like so. Just go round and round in a square circle, a Minecraft square circle. that's level 2. So now we're on to level 3. Oh, I ain't gonna try and build this in survival. I've just realised this would be tricky to do in survival. Right, level 4. There we are. Now we're up to this point. So we've done the level 4. Now we're looking at the top part to finish it, just to give it a little tone. So we'll go to, because we can't really see it on that edge, so we have to look at this edge. So as you can see, it goes up like 1, 2 and 3. So we're going to top it off by a 3 at the end, you know. But we can't do this corner because obviously they're all intergaged. So we're going to do it from this corner here, or this corner, this centre part here. So these are going to be 3s. So, and there's only going to be 2 in the centres. So we've got 2 in. No, wrong block. I can't even talk. Block, la 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 la. And that's third up. 1, 2, 3s, 1, 2, 3s. Just get my blocks ready, what I need. There we go. And pop that one down. And pop that one down. There we go. Oh, it looks like a strange monument, doesn't it? It looks like with no walls or stuff or anything filled in. But I suppose this is what they call the skeleton of the actual build. This is like the skeleton. It's like the bones of the building. I do a live stream as well if people are interested. All you've got to do is sub to the channel and you know when I'm streaming live. So you'll be able to get a shout out and all that sort of stuff. And I'm going to be going and checking my wall in a moment to give the shout outs to whoever's been messaging, because I think there's a couple of messages on there. So I'm going to check them out in a moment, if you don't mind waiting while I just get this part finished. We can marvel in at our achievement we've done so far. There we are. So that's what you've... It's all look like a grabber, doesn't it? Like a machine grabber. Right, let me just check me channel. Where's on that? There we are. Oops. I'm trying to find myself now. Probably a lot of clicking going on. Click, 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 click. There we are. Hello, my friend. How are you doing? Right. Let's get in. Let's get back on. Let's get back on with the build. Now, the inside of this place, it doesn't really matter what you're going to actually do, because you probably won't see a lot of it. You could go around with lights or colours or anything, whatever you fancy really. You could go around with a lighter colour, just because usually on the outside it was pretty dark, but on the inside it was pretty light, wasn't it? So obviously we're going to have something here, so we're going to have to need it to sit on something. So this part here, we can probably just go around with wood. You haven't got to worry about taking it out unless you really want to. That's completely up to you. But it's just easy for me for building purposes if I just do it like this. So just going around like this. As I say, it's pretty easy. All 4 sides are exactly the same, but you're not actually doing anything different on any parts of the build. I've gone for a lighter colour just so I can see where I'm placing my blocks. You can go any colour you fancy, make it as dark as you like, make it as light as you like. Even try different colours or different textures. Use wool or something, I don't know. Whatever's your sort of favourite texture. There we are. Keep running into the same blocks. So on the outside you'll have this sort of look. We're actually going to put in now our stairs. Like this. We can't put a stair there because it's not going to look right. So what we'll do, we'll put ourselves down a slab. We're not needing that for now, so there you are. Just give it a bit of height. So there we go. Just making it all the way around. We're just doing exactly the same all the way around. There's nothing different. If it goes quiet for a moment, I do apologise. It's because I'm concentrating, so I don't want to make a mistake. There we are. See, I can't edit, you see, so if I make a mistake I can't edit it out. And I'm trying to do it as quick as possible because we don't want long tutorials, do we? We don't want long videos. So there we go. That's the first layer done. So that's the look we're going to get for our medieval sort of like court townhouse. And I thought, as it's because I had the same idea for both, and I thought, well, I can't use them for both, but I can actually use them for both because I went to a library. Can't believe I actually went to a library, and I actually seen the same design of two places in the same. And I thought, so the settlements could be the same. So I went with that idea, and this is why I'm building both well, not exactly the same, but similar to the same. I think the best thing to say is. Oops, don't want to put that there. I want to put it there. So you've got this sort of look at the moment. You've got obviously we're going to do the steeple and everything. Forget about the church in the background. I'm trying to actually, if we go to on this angle here, there you can't see the church now. We're going for this sort of look. So we're going to near enough do exactly the same upstairs as we did downstairs. We just got to go around the windows. So when we're back up here, we're going to have to get our cobblestone. Now, as I said, you can do all the fancy stuff if you want yourself. But I'm just doing this for quickness and to make it easier, so I'm just going to fill the whole lot in. But you'd usually get breaks between each block, and you could put lights in and stuff. So you've done that now. We're going round with the freeze. Because always in the old courthouses or townhouses, you always had it upstairs, and the upstairs was minutely tiny. I mean, if you was over 5'5", you would not fit up there because they are just too cramped. You know, you'd hurt your neck or something. Because in them days, did you know that in the Victorian days there wasn't very tall people? There was very small people. We sort of developed over time. A bit more useless information. What did I do that for? What did I do that for? There we are. So these windows are little minutely tiny things. They're not very big. Just like that. There's just little tiny windows at the very, very top. Where they probably stick somebody with loads of paperwork or something, because obviously we didn't have computers them days. We didn't have computers them days, making me sound like I'm old. They didn't have computers them days, so it was all paperwork and scrolls and ink. I like the medieval times, obviously not for all the trouble it happened, but for how it looked and everything. They had some, because they started off with like nothing. They had no sort of like template or nothing, so they sort of started off with nothing and then had to create like clothes and weaponries and all that sort of stuff. And it probably brought us some of the different things we have today, probably different styles of buildings as well. And if obviously you're Minecraft fans, you will love that sort of stuff. So There we go. So now we're at the top point now, as you've seen that bit there, and this here is like the roofy bit. But I think we can go one step a little bit better than our church, because we might even go for a third story, because we can. So I'm just going to work out my parameters. This wasn't part of the original plans, this is an extra bonus, so we'll like a good bonus. I'm just working the numbers out. There we are. Yes, but I'm sure we can do this. So with this part, we're going to keep with the actual stairs, because we like the stairs because they look brilliant. All the way around. We're going to jump in our little hole now. We're going to go back round again with our birch, what won't be seen afterwards. It's be hidden away inside the, they call it the bowels, don't they? Inside the bowels of the building. Like that. Whoa, let me get the building. Good. There we are. I haven't found a picture of a police station or whatever they was called them days, right? Otherwise I would have built you one of them, a medieval police station. So if anybody does have any photos or any sort of place I can go and look it up and research it, I will go and check it out and then build a tutorial on it. And that's a good idea as well. Yes, if there's anything medieval, because I'm liking this medieval series, so I'm getting into it now. If there's anything medieval you like, just tell me and I'll go and check it out. Because it's an area what interests me, I suppose. I'm not really into history and stuff like that, but medieval stuff, I don't know why. It's just I don't know if it's because it's dark side or something. Maybe I'm starting to sound like Star Wars now, wasn't it? These parts here, we're just gonna throw a light on it. Because these will glow up at night. You'll see it later. Even though it's dark oak, you might get a bit of a light come through it. So this is like a court townhouse sort of thing. I don't know what you'd prefer to call it. We could fill these in, I suppose, with this as well, and then just go around with that and just pop that on it. We're not going to bling this up like the church, because I don't think a courthouse sort of, or a townhouse or a town hall-y place, because a lot of them are town halls nowadays, aren't they? I don't think a lot of them look glamorous. It was a place you didn't want to really go to, because you always went to there when you was in trouble or something, and you'd be like, gloomy, horrible. And I think that's sunk into the actual the architects who built them, and it was like, oh no, it's horrible. Do I have to build one of these? We go around the outside with our upside down stairs. There we are. Just give it that sort of like official sort of like, you know, we're in charge and don't mess with us because we're going to go and send you to jail, or make you go and stand in one of them things where they throw tomatoes and stuff at you. Stocks, that's what they're called, are they? Yes, they're called stocks. Yeah. But wrong way around. Come on, get it right, get it right. There we go. Oops, missed that one. Oh, you see, I have noticed I only concentrate when it comes to the stairs. I think because it's the most trickiest part, the stairs are, and it's the most annoying part, and I'm like, argh! So it's my most trickiest part, is actually doing the stairs. Let me see. We don't want to keep going with the same colour, or can we? What does that look? Yeah, we can go with that. So I just don't like the actual top there because it just looked bare. So I'm just adding a bit more bling. I mean, you don't have to add this yourself. I just think it gives it a bit more character because I like things to be sized out to actual, you know, get as much in as possible, get your money's worth, sort of thing. So I'm just adding a bit more bling to my detail. We have a survival world where we got a few people who play, and we have spawners and stuff sometimes when we go on them sort of worlds, and I bling them out. I say, what's the point in just having blocks in the floor? And here we go, some blocks in the floor. You might as well just dig the lot out, refill it. Alright, it's going to take hours, but it makes it look pretty. There we go. Look, it's looking more official now. It's looking more official. There we are. I'm going to do the upstairs now. I mean, some people might say, "Oh no, it's not my cup of tea." You know, they put in the actual upside downstairs on the inside, well, not the inside, but the in of side of the outside of the window. That was complicated to say. You don't have to put them in. It wasn't part of the original design, so don't worry about it. So as you can see, we've got the two layers now of the actual build done. We've got the first layer where you actually walk into there with the bottom windows, and then the second layer where they actually do the admin. We're just going to add a bit more onto the roof now, onto the top of it. A bit more bling. Now for this part, I've just looked at it. I'm just going to go around and just fill it all in with like this sort of effect. So I'm just going to crown it off with I'm not actually going to put any windows in. I'm just going to roof it because it would probably in them days they probably had like steeple roofs. So I just had a look again at my thing, and I thought it'd be a bit too much or ambitious if you're going to put another floor on there, because it'd just be too tiny for anybody in realistic life to actually go into. So we're just going to square it off, as they would say. Square and triangulate it off, like so. There we are. And it might give it a bit more character as well. Because I was looking at it, and I looked at the two floors and I thought it needs a bit more boom in it. It needs a bit more thrust. So we've got a bit of thrust going on now. Pop a light in the middle. There we go. Oh, what am I doing with that now then? I don't know. There we are. Do we need that on top or not? Let's have a look. Or could we have a flat roof? No, that actually quite goes. It actually quite goes with the church. Oh, great. Right, now we're going to go and work on the inside now. You can actually fill this with lights, because these places was quite lit up, because it was like a courty place for you. It'd be like, as I said, like a force, you know, like a law. You know, this is the law. What we're going to give you, you must do. So it was sort of like there was well lit places. I suppose there'd have to be. But it's going to go around with our pane, and what a pain it is too. Actually, like the single windows, they're quite easy to do, and they're quick. And I'm gonna did I put one in there? Did I? Yeah, done them ones. Put way on the bottom ones now. Oh, the 3-story ones. You see, these are cool. When you actually do a tower block, I've done tower blocks, I've done like big skyscrapers, and when you do them, they're so sort of exhausting to do, because you've literally got to do about 50 of these a row, and you're working up and up and up. I mean, I've worked on some big towers. I mean, I've built some big buildings, some of the biggest buildings in the world, you can probably say. And doing the glass, it's just like, but it's all part of the dedication. It's like my open servers. I say to people, you can join, but you might have to dig a little bit first and chop a little bit and do that, get some resources, you know. Everybody must give a hand or do a shift. And people are like, oh. So, there we have it. I had to get rid of some people this week. I hate getting rid of people, but it's like the fact is you play the game Minecraft or you play other games, and if people add you on your PSN, what's the point in just adding someone just to sit there and not do anything? You've got to add them to obviously play a game. Would you like to play a game? Yes. Okay, we'll play Cluedo. No, it's like, you know, you want to play. My voice is going again. We're in trouble. Yeah, you want to play a game, and if you're not playing a game, then what's the point in adding somebody? Right, the door's going to look like that. We're just going to give it some officialness. Officialness. Oh, that sounded like a big word, didn't it? I wish the doors was more proportionally sized, but they're not. There we go. The door does not make it look good, but pretty much that's it. The back would probably be the same as the front. Don't put it on there. No, I didn't. That was a door I put on there. This is pretty much your crown townhouse or court. Let's just float over the front when I don't edit something. There we are, and we'll just drop ourselves down. As you can see, you've got your church, you've got your courthouse now and everything. That wasn't too big. That wasn't glamorous. They didn't have like police stations fitted to them. They looked more like a barn, I suppose. That could be stroked as a barn or something. They'd look something similar to that, really. As I said, the roof is thereabouts. It might be a bit different, but they usually blend in together, the church and the actual sort of courts. They wasn't too far at the end of the street or road. There'd be a dirt track and stuff around them, probably grass or some trees. No roads or anything them days. And they probably look something like that. So next to everything else, you've got like your medieval sort of coach house over there in the corner. It's like a hotel, barn, bar, all stroked into one. Then you've obviously got next door to it, you've got your church, and now you've got your townhouse. So at the moment, that's the free tutorials I've done on medieval stuff. If there's any medieval stuff you want to see me actually build, then you just tell me. Or get me to go check it out, or if I find any more, then I'm going to post it actually to obviously this part of the world. This is my medieval part. So I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you have enjoyed it, then don't forget to hit that like button, and if you want to see more, then don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because that's pretty cool as well. So thank you very much for watching, and you take care. Have a great day. Bye bye.